Buy them all inside the secret coup plan to overthrow Tinubu. Top intelligence sources have revealed shocking details about how a group of Nigerian military officers allegedly plotted to overthrow President Bola Tinubu and destabilize the country's democracy. According to Premium Times, around 20 officers have been arrested and detained over the attempted coup, a development that reportedly caused deep unease within the presidency and military leadership. The tension was so severe that the federal government decided to cancel the 2025 Independence Day parade on October 1st, a move described by insiders as unprecedented. The parade could have gone on since the arrests were made before October 1st, a senior officer explained, but the government didn't want to take any chances. It was a military event after all. Sources disclosed that the plotters had set October 25 as their tentative date for the coup. That was the initial plan. One insider says if things didn't go smoothly, they were ready to continue plotting. Authorities believe the officers worked with informants inside the presidential villa, gathering intelligence on key government figures. According to multiple sources, the suspected coup plotters had drawn up a hit list that included some of Nigeria's highest-ranking officials: President Bola Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, Senator President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas. They wanted to buy them all at the same time and seize power. Oh, a source said the idea was to wipe out the top leadership and install a military government. Investigators say the officers were waiting for a day when all these officials would be in the country to execute their plans simultaneously. In an official statement on October 4, Defense Headquarters spokesperson Brigadier General Tukur Gusau confirmed that some officers were being investigated for indiscipline and breach of service regulation. He noted that early findings showed their grievances were largely about career stagnation and promotion failures, not necessarily political motives. However, the DHQ dismissed claims that the Independence Day parade was cancelled because of a coup threat, stressing that no direct link has been established between the detained officers and any plans to overthrow the government. Now, they want to overthrow the government. Chimedi says, I think it's best of options to get rid of bad eggs that had messed up this country today. What we are suffering is bad government. Abina, as you've arrested these ones, do you know if there are other people that are still planning some other things and that will still execute that plan? Kennedy says, good news for Nigerians. Equal Sound says, I'll be the most happiest person if they succeed on that. In fact, not only me, the whole Nigerians will be happy. Suffering is extremely too much. Chidoeze says, but do we really have democracy in Nigeria, Abi? We are obviously in a military regime. Military regime without uniform, but there is a military regime. A better military regime. Or say, do we have democracy in Nigeria? Or civilian dictatorship? Nonsense country and nonsensical and irresponsible government. Rubbish. Yaya says, I think military government is the best. Yaya Abdullah says, I think military government is the best solution to the unending Nigerian national problems. This so-called democracy is mere a scan and the foundation of our national problems. One day, it will happen. Abi now. It's even looking like it will happen today because the protest that is supposed to happen today, they are already shooting tear gas at people. And then I saw a car that was caught up in a barbed wire, an electric barbed wire. Imagine something that happened to those people just because you want to stop a protest. Just because you don't want people to protest. I don't understand this country. I don't understand this country. But it just says more of it are expecting if you have not changed your governance in Nigeria. Young Priest says, how much would have been fuel pump price after the coup? Osuma Isa says, just looking for position to buy so others will fear. They may force them to even confess to be their nightmare vampires. As a Covoyan says, Nollywood actor Okele said it all, and I think it's high time Nigeria is buying into the idea of it that, like football clubs that sign coaches, be it foreign or local, and pay them salary, and if they don't live up to expectations, they sack them. So maybe Nigerians too should adopt that method of signing presidents, and if they don't meet standards, we sack them and sign another person. It may be either foreign or local. Once they fail to do what is expected of them, they should be sacked. Who will implement that one? Victor says, thank God they didn't execute the plan. It would have been a disaster and death for our young democracy country. Huge death of our young democracy country. Young, 65-year-old is young. Ademola says, well, whosoever wishes Tinubu evil shall not receive peace. Now, you know what receive peace. Person says, man to fail, you people are folk. Emory says, them they sell for local market, but who go put down for food? Waiting that they sell for local market. Friday Ocheje says, those leaders who were removed through coup in Nigeria were holy saints compared to Buhari and Tinubu. If he continues his leadership style like this, a repeat of the coup is imminent, and this time they will hit their target bullseye. I've never seen such an anti-people government. Tariffs have been increased by 300% on all fronts, yet the people are not getting anything from the government in return. A word is enough for the West, as in they are just so heartless. Very wicked, extremely wicked, very, very wicked. Dukaka says the military coup is just a matter of time. God must run out for us in due time. Please, I should add Umari, Wiki, and Benjamin Kalu to that list next time for equity and justice. Planty says whether it is stage play or real, the message was this should remember that these people are the targets, whether living or staying in government. It's easy to change because I still don't believe in this so-called coup. We only hear of it when it is not really planned, because the Europeans, whether Russia, China, or the West, have common interest in Africa. Chibuike says, I don't buy the idea of a coup, but if Tinubu continues this way, I fear he may be forced out, because in the history of Nigeria, we have never seen hardship like this before. I'm telling you, it is serious. People are going through a lot. Imagine you that you now have to live your life alone. Probably you don't have a husband, you don't have supporters, you don't have anything. The struggle is real. Martin says this is a distraction to exonerate the clueless administration. I dare the federal government to outline an open trial plan and endeavor that Nigerians are carried along with real-time updates. Where you want to see that one? Where do you want to see real-time updates in this country? Forget. About the phantom code, this is the reason I don't read Nigerian news anymore, because it has been adulterated. Mark Fideli says, I wish these things work out. Nigeria would have been free, but what of Wiki? They would have put his name, stupid element looters of our resources. God to punish you evil people that kept us like this. You will all join Buhari soon. Olini says, which one should we believe now? A bunch of liars everywhere. I don't even have trust in the Nigerian government and newspaper of Nigeria. Both of them lie too much. Think of Dana says, I don't understand why there will be no parade for independence, so it's shameful. I'm telling you. Ruby says, let us hear what every time they want to overthrow the government. You people who always come with distractions. Don't mind them, they want to overthrow you. And you cost them, 20 of them. Now what? Michael said, destabilize which democracy? Is Nigeria a democratic country? Don't mind them all. Help me ask them. Victor says, heartless comments. Buy them all. Arifoha says, they are just saying it because they are suspecting such occurrences. Exactly. Let us see the names of the people that are planning the coup. Let us see their face. Oh, my listeners, don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.